Welcome to the Arising Kickstarter. If you're new to Moonstone, it is the wonderfully whimsical fantasy skirmish game for 2 to 4 players. You are basically scrapping over magic stones that grow up in the middle of the night, and typically the player who's collected the most moonstones by the end of turn 4 is the winner. Moonstone uses stunning 32mm scale miniatures, including goblins, trolls, fauns and fairies, and really makes the most of what you can do with cards, with lots of decisions, secret information and constant social interaction between the players, and you'll never lose out through the roll of the dice. Our melee mechanic, as far as I'm aware, is completely original. As you can see, I'm quite a big fan of historical stuff, and I wanted the Moonstone melee to have the interactivity of real combat. Each combatant gets to decide on a combat move, things like thrust or low guard, which are resolved in a rock, paper, scissors style to determine the results of close quarter fighting. Our magic is resolved in a different but equally unique bluffing mechanic. Moonstone is a deeply tactical game with infinite replayability. It has a very tight rule set which is ideal for competitive play, but the setting doesn't take itself too seriously. We have characters like Doug the Flatulent, Boris the Bunny Summoner, and Baron von Fancy Hat. An irreverent, tongue-in-cheek humour permeates the whole setting. In this Kickstarter, we introduce the Arising book, our first major expansion. It's 176 pages packed full of amazing lore, new characters, new scenarios. There's so much great stuff to discover. The narrative really develops. You can start to find out why the wizards at the Tower of Grommel are so interested in the Moonstones after all these years of wandering. I'm really proud of this book. It's absolutely packed with new art and photography. It's a really, really beautiful book. And unlike the first Kickstarter, this book's been done in advance. We've just got the final finishing touches, proofreading, some extra photography to add, but most of the content is all fully written, so you should get a much quicker turnaround time on this Kickstarter than you might have had in other Kickstarters in the past. The Arising book also introduces a long-awaited campaign system. In campaign mode, the players represent the nefarious wizards residing in the Tower of Grommel, an ancient and cruel race of Elric, but known most commonly to simple folk as the wizards. These somewhat shady characters are the ones collecting the Moonstones, for reasons that will become apparent in the narrative of this book. I really wanted the campaign system to be as innovative as the core rules, and it's been play tested now for over 2 years, which has been quite a challenge with COVID, as you can imagine, but thanks to Tabletop Simulator it's been possible. And in these campaign rules there is kind of a game outside the game. So it uses basically betting mechanics, so you can support or sabotage the other wizards, and they gain extra or get less cards in the games that they then play. So this game outside the game gives players a way to engage and be constantly playing even when it's not game night, and also creates a form of rubber banding mechanics. So players who are doing very well in the campaign, doing very well in their games, will tend to be more often victimised by the other wizards in the machinations phase, which is this game that you play in between game nights. So it's quite a unique system. It should be a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun in playtesting. As well as campaign cards, which are similar to the events and agenda cards of old, which give you a bonus in game, we're also introducing upgrade cards for the first time. These allow you to develop your characters and have progression from game to game, and also unlock some awesome new combos and some opportunities for casual players to experiment with a bit more variety than they're used to in the past. They're also beautifully illustrated. And of course, no Kickstarter would be complete without a limited edition Kickstarter exclusive miniature or two, and this one is no exception. We have a firm fan favourite, Diana, Queen of the Fae, who comes in a limited edition, truly epic, scenic base worthy of her status as Queen. She can be used as course of a regular Diana if you just want a really badass version to lead your fairy troop. But she also comes with an alternate stat card, so if you want to use her in one of our special story scenarios in the new book, where she's just a mega angry version of herself, she's basically been betrayed, but you'll find out more about that when you read the book, then you can use her in that special scenario as well. So this Kickstarter has also been designed very much with new players in mind, and as well as these new and exclusive items, we've put together a whole bunch of discounted bundles designed for new players. So let's say you really love our fairies and you want every fairing model that we've created so far to date, plus the epic new Diana Enraged model and all of the core components you need to play. We've put a bundle together for that. And of course you'll be eligible for any stretch goals that are unlocked during the campaign. Talking of stretch goals, we've got a whole load of cool stretch goals planned out. We've done an awful lot of graft in advance of this Kickstarter so that we can get a quick turnaround, but we are still a small company and some of these items have got quite high setup costs, and that's the reason why we're running this campaign. With your help and your support, we can make all of this happen and be a reality. And we would really appreciate your support, and if you could tell your friends about it, try and get them into Moonstone. You know, there's demos online, free demos every Wednesday night. You know, we're in such a good position, but we really need your help. So please do back us, and if you can't back us, please do share, and maybe someone else will. So thank you for watching. Happy Moonstoning.